Man, it's a gorgeous day today. Had to come outside and record. I wanted to talk a little bit about being your best self. Every day you should try and embody your best self. And what do I mean by that? I mean literally when you wake up every day's a new day. Ask yourself, the version of myself that I want to be, the life that I want to live, what is that version of me doing? What does that life look like? How can I live that life today? What small steps can I take today? Like if you want to lose weight, I talk a lot about weight loss. What actions can I take today to get me closer to that goal? How can I ground myself in that energy, in my best version, in my highest version? The version of me that I want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. How do I be that version right now? How do I live the life that I want to live, but bring that from the future and bring it into the present moment? A big part of this is just how do you treat yourself? How do you talk to yourself? What's your self-talk looking like? Wasn't perfect. Like for today, for example, I was just thinking about that. I woke up and I started like just watching TV. I was watching ESPN. It's Monday after football, so I was watching all the sports news, all the football news, and then I just ate some breakfast. And I wasn't really doing much today. I work from home, so I kind of have the luxury of being able to do stuff like that. But normally, I always talk about the morning routine, and I want to start the day with like flow and presence and meditation. But I wasn't doing that, and I thought about how in the past I would literally beat myself up. I would beat myself up, and I would get angry at myself, and I would think like, oh man, I'm not doing enough, I'm not being productive, I'm just like, I would start hating on myself, and then I feel bad, and that's like bringing in a bunch of negative energy for the rest of the day. And it's like, that doesn't help anyone, that doesn't do anything, that doesn't serve me in any way. If I'm treating myself poorly, like how do you think other people are gonna treat you? How do you think you're gonna allow other people to treat you if we're treating ourselves poorly? What I try and tell people is like, treat yourself like a king, and then you will feel like a king. Treat yourself like a queen, and then you will feel like a queen. It starts with you. How do you treat yourself? How do you talk to yourself? How do you view yourself? Because that's going to set the tone for how other people treat you, for how other people view you. That's what I mean by embody your best self, embody your highest self. We are all kings and queens on this planet. We are all amazing people capable of amazing, wonderful things and accomplishing our goals and living our best life. How are we going to do that if we think of ourselves like we're worthless pieces of shit? It's like if you've read the book Atomic Habits, right? Your actions shape your identity, and your identity shapes your actions. They go hand in hand. And so it's like, okay, even if I don't feel good, even if I don't feel like I'm doing enough, what am I gonna do today to fix that? Like yesterday, I didn't feel like exercising. I didn't feel like working out. I was feeling lazy. I just wanted to sit around and watch football all day. But then I went and I put on my 20-pound weighted vest and I got on the treadmill and I just walked at an incline, 8% incline, 2.5 speed for 1 hour. And I just did it, even though I didn't want to. And I felt really good afterwards. I felt more accomplished. I felt proud of myself. Obviously, all that endorphins releasing because of exercise as well. But I told myself subconsciously who I wanted to be based on my actions, right? And that fed into my identity for the day and how I was viewing myself. And then that identity then bleeds into more actions. Now today, it's like, okay, I want to watch my diet extra today. I've been off track the past few days. I want to dial it back in now because I have that belief within me, because I have all that identity within me that I want to embody my highest version today. I want to embody my sexiest, healthiest version today, my most fit in shape version, my most disciplined, consistent version today. What actions does that version of me take? And remember, actions drive out thoughts. So when you're overthinking, you're not sure who you want to be, what you want to do, you just think about all these other things. Take action, even if it's a small action. Get up and do something. Actions drive out thoughts. When you're overthinking and you're overwhelmed and you're feeling anxious, take some sort of action. Again, you want to go to the gym or you want to be in shape, but you're thinking about all this other stuff. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm lazy. I don't want to drive all the way there. Just start by putting your gym clothes on. Take a small action, and then it's easier to, okay, now I'm going to go grab my pre-workout. Okay, now I'm going to just grab my car keys, right? One step at a time. We can only change one step at a time, and this is something that I need to be reminded of too. We can only live our life one day at a time, one moment at a time. So what is the next step we can take? How can we get one step closer to our best version? How can we get one step closer to our goals? How can we get one step closer to our dream life? Otherwise, it's just too easy to slip back into laziness. It's too easy to slip back into the bad habits. You have one day of bad habits. You have one day of bad eating, for example, and then I notice, it's easy to make excuses. Now it's like, okay, well, I ate those sweets, I ate that junk food. Let me just eat some more, whatever. Let me just stay up a little later, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? One day every now and then is fine, but then one day turns into 2 days. 2 days turns into 3 days. 3 days turns into a whole week. Next thing you know, it's been 2 or 3 weeks of bad habits, of inconsistency, and you're sitting there wondering, like, why am I not making progress? Why am I not getting anything done? you need to, this is a trick that I've kind of been watching these manifestation YouTubers, you know, it's the women's side of self-improvement, and they talk a lot about like manifestation, all that stuff. I feel like a lot of us guys, we don't really talk about that, but I've been watching some of their videos and they have some good stuff, you know, like this one girl, I forget her name, sorry, but she had a really good video about like live as if you already have it, kind of like what I'm talking about right now, but she was talking about manifesting and how you don't want to just sit there and act like I don't have it yet. You know, internally you want to align with the version of yourself that already has it. So it's like, okay, I want to be in shape. Okay, what does the in shape version of me do? How does he act? How does he think? I'm not going to sit here and keep thinking that, oh, once I get in shape I'll do this, once I lose the weight I'll do that. If I've already lost the weight, if I'm living as the version of myself that's already lost the weight, that's what I mean by embody it. You have to live as if you already have it. You have to think as if you already have it. You have to think and live and act as if you're already that person, that version of yourself that you want to be. And then you don't want to question it. You don't want to keep checking for it, right? Because if you already have it, you're not going to be questioning it. You're not going to be doubting it. You know, you want to bring love into your life. You want a loving, healthy relationship. Well, that starts with you. Do you have a loving, healthy relationship with yourself, right? But then embody that version. Walk around like, no, I already have the right people coming to me. I already have the love coming to me. I already have the respect and the right connections and the right people coming to me. And then if you have that, if you truly have that, why are you questioning it, right? Why are you overthinking it? Why are you doubting it? If it's already within you, if it's already in your life, you know, if you're manifesting it, right, you're like attracting it to you, then there is no reason to question it, because then you're putting doubt out there. You know, trust God, trust the universe is what I'm trying to say. Trust your intuition, trust the higher power, whatever name you have for the highest power, you know, trust it, trust life, trust reality. Literally quantum physics, everything is energy, everything is flow, everything is just vibrating at different frequencies. All the atoms, all the particles, all the electrons, all the protons, everything is just vibrating. And our conscious observation is what collapses all those vibrations, all those wavelengths into physical particles. We know this already. These are studies done decades ago. We already know all this. So if that's the case, then your mind literally creates a reality. It's like that old saying, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. I used to believe that I wasn't capable of romance, that women weren't interested in me, that I wasn't attractive. And guess what? Nothing happened. I didn't get any girls, I didn't get any attraction, but then I look back on it now and it's like, wait a minute, there were women interested in me, there was women attracted to me, but I blinded myself to all the opportunities. I didn't see it, because I didn't allow myself to see it, because my mind created that reality for me, right? All the times where I haven't been able to lose weight is because I believed it was so difficult. I believed that it was so hard. But when I've been going through these periods of time where I'm like, no, it's easy. Actually, it's easy to be consistent. Actually, I want to eat healthy. I want to eat in a calorie deficit. I want to do my cardio. Then it just flows naturally. Your mind creates your reality. What you tell yourself becomes true. So send that energy, send that frequency out to the universe, to reality. This is the new me. This is my new reality. This is my current reality. This is the current version of me. This is who I am now. I am that person who eats healthy. I am that person that goes to bed early. I am that person who attracts the right connections and the right people and love and romance and acceptance into my life, because I have that for myself first. That's kind of a different topic for a different video, but we'll make that video. I've kind of touched on it in other videos. Love yourself before other people can love you. So yeah, you got to be a little delusional. You got to be a little delulu, as the girlies say nowadays. But yeah, I mean, it works, dude. Like, that's all I can say. It works. Like, just, you have to believe it. You can't achieve anything in this life if you don't believe you can achieve it. So it always starts with you. If you believe that you can achieve it, like, you can do anything, because it starts with that belief, and then that right belief is going to lead to right actions, right? And the right actions are going to lead to right results over time. And again, we want to be just like water. We want to be just like, oh my God, where is it? I want to be like this water. I don't know if you can fucking see it. This flowing water right here. Look, it's pivoting and adapting and adjusting to all the rocks in its way. That's how we want to be, just like that. So that's all I have for you today. When you wake up every single morning, who do I want to be? What is the life that I want to live? And what actions can I take, not just today, but right now in this very moment, to live that life and to be my best self? And you do that every single moment, every single day. All of a sudden that becomes your new normal. All of a sudden you are that guy, you are that girl, because you keep choosing that version of yourself every single day instead of the old version of you. You're no longer choosing the old habits. You're no longer choosing to disrespect yourself, to disrespect your mind with what you consume mentally, with all the porn and all the doom scrolling. You're no longer disrespecting your body with all the junk food and staying up late and sitting on your ass and not exercising. You're choosing to love and respect yourself internally and externally, and because of that, your reality literally shifts around you. Now other people see the way you treat yourself and they know accordingly. You're setting the tone. They treat you accordingly. They know, oh, he can't be fucked with. She can't be fucked with. I need to treat them with respect because they treat themselves with respect. So take action, man. Go to the gym, hit that workout, meal prep that food, fucking, I don't know, what do you want to do? Go talk to that girl or that guy. Go book that trip. Go apply for that job. I don't know. You got to figure it out. What do you want to do? And then what are the steps it takes to get there? Sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes there is no extra step. It's getting a little hot now, so I'm going to go back inside, but thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day. Love all of you.